CitizenEdge Nation, welcome back. I'm just here chilling with my son. Hey, what's up, young man? Young Prince. And we're listening to this garbage right here. People are excited that the officer has been upgraded to a second-degree murder charge, and the 3 other officers have been charged. This is nothing to celebrate. This is what's supposed to happen. A conviction is what we want for this particular situation. But like I said before, this is bigger than George Floyd. This is bigger than Ahmaud Arbery. This is bigger than Breonna Taylor. This is bigger than us. The things that people are celebrating are things that should be expected and should not have to be debated, much less fought to achieve. We need to up our standard. It's the first time ever in our history that we have a united front, where we have not only momentum, but we have a group of individuals that have stretched across the world who unite behind the plight of African Americans. So we need to put things in perspective, people. We need to understand that this is nowhere near over. It has not even begun. We're just gaining momentum beyond any point that we've ever had in the past. This is for our forefathers. This is for the recently lost. This is for the present and for our future. Look at this. He doesn't know what he's looking at. But I'll tell you one thing, I'd be damned if I not put forth a better effort into making this possible. All we're asking is to be treated on the same respect level, with the same opportunity for success and enjoyable day-to-day activities as white people do. It's a shame that we're trying to attain a status that white people get to enjoy without even thinking about it, maybe even taking it for granted. This is a doggone shame. I don't understand how people are celebrating this. I don't understand why people are even kneeling down in commemoration of George Floyd when that was the manner in which he was brutally tortured to his death. That's nothing to celebrate. There's nothing to celebrate these so-called good officers who are standing with the protesters, who are giving high fives and saying, let's turn this protest to a parade. This is nothing to celebrate. These so-called good officers who want to dialogue with the protesters, like I feel, like how you feel, how I condemn these other officers who have brutally killed George Floyd and other African Americans. These are the worst of people, because you know what? They can say this in front of a camera, but when the time calls for it, when we want you to intervene, when George Floyd had a knee on his neck, when Ahmaud Arbery was on the ground and responding officers came to that scene and did nothing, that's when we needed you. We despise people like that. You guys are doing this for clout. You guys are fueling this type of behavior. This is ridiculous. They're not good officers. They're cowards. Absolute cowards. We should not celebrate this whatsoever. Why do it boggles my mind, the framework of racists and of the foolhardy. For example, how can people empathize with the white kid who endures 4 years of bullying and then goes shoots up a school, but how they cannot fathom how a black man or a woman can loot stores and businesses after a lifetime of racism and after 401 years of slavery, Jim Crow, segregation, redlining, the list goes on and on. This is absurd. We should not stand for this. We should not celebrate or join in on this ridiculous celebration. No, not at all. We should keep on fighting, keep on protesting, keep on marching. And yes, I do support you call it looting, rioting, or whatever. It's comprised of African Americans, white people, Asians, a group of individuals that are venting their anger and yes, taking an opportunity to come up in a time where you have a pandemic of COVID-19, a recession, and we're coming full circle with racism. We're gaining momentum. We're building upon that and using the opportunity to show the world, if you do not give a shit about our peaceful protests, our plight, our day-to-day struggle to be respected as a human being, we're going to escalate the delivery of truth to an abstract pain where we rip your businesses from your financial gain, even during the pandemic. Then if you do not accept this, I will definitely support a reaction to these white racists carrying bats drunkard in the city of Philadelphia take them and others to physical pain, escalating truth to a physical level. We have never been the ones who have attacked and been on an offensive. We've always defended ourselves. We've always celebrated. We've always put forth a wing of humility for others. Whether it's the Jewish people, whether it's the LGBTQ community, it's ridiculous how much black people had to sacrifice and understand when we can't even engage in a conversation that has hundreds of years of evidence of barbarity against us just because we're black. I want you to comment below and tell me what type of absurdities that people are going through in light of George Floyd's death. I think celebrating these so-called good cops is ridiculous. Subscribe to my channel, ring the bell for notifications so I can update you with the latest and greatest of information. I'm CitizenEdge. That's Rashad, and we're out.